What's happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we talk about everything Marvel and the MCU. Today we've got some exciting news from the Marvel Cinematic Universe to dive into. First up, it seems like we may have to wait a little longer for Deadpool 3, as insiders are hinting at a potential delay. And the Echo series has a brand new synopsis with ties to Kingpin, as the Marvels is breaking records in the MCU with its runtime. But before we dive into all of this news, if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable your bell notification so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. Deadpool 3's initial release date for the film was set for May 3rd, 2024, but things took a little detour due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. And speaking of strike, the Writers Guild Association strike is finally wrapping up, and there is a potential resolution coming for the SAG-AFTRA strike as well. This means that Deadpool 3's production might kick back into gear sooner than we think. Now, hitting that original May release date might be a bit tricky, but Marvel might still surprise us and find a way to make it work. Well, we know for sure that the movie will focus on Deadpool and Wolverine, but here's the kicker. We are not quite sure which version of Wolverine we'll be getting. Will it be the Wolverine before his heartbreaking demise in Logan, or could it be a version from a totally different universe? The recent sightings of a never-before-seen yellow costume have got fans speculating. Now, time traveling can get pretty messy, especially since Logan takes place in 2029, while the current MCU timeline only spans till 2025. But the likelihood of seeing Wolverine die again, getting altered by the multiverse, or transforming into a younger version of himself is quite high. Let's face it, Hugh Jackman won't be playing our favorite adamantium-clawed hero forever. Now, here's what's got us all hyped up. Rumors about Deadpool 3 being centered around the multiverse are running wild. After Kevin Feige dropped the bomb about the multiverse saga, fans have been eagerly waiting to dive into alternate universes. We got a glimpse of that in the projects like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Loki, but it seems like Deadpool 3 is ready to take that dive headfirst. Now, Deadpool 3 is expected to soar in theaters come May 3rd, 2024. Moving on, Marvel Studios' Echo series is finally making progress after a long delay. The latest synopsis reveals that our titular hero will continue to grapple with her criminal past, specifically her ties to the notorious Kingpin. And in case you missed it, in Hawkeye, we learned that Maya was adopted by none other than the notorious Kingpin himself, Wilson Fisk, after her father's tragic passing. But the last time we saw them together, things took a little dramatic turn when Echo shot Fisk. Now, according to the new synopsis, in the first episode of Echo, we are going to witness Maya struggling to reconnect with her Native American heritage, while also shouldering the weight of being the successor of the brutal legacy of Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, as she tries to balance aspirations tied to a life of crime. So, it sounds like Maya has officially taken over Kingpin's criminal empire. But the big question remains, is she running the tracksuit mafia, or is her dark past with Kingpin coming back to haunt her? We can't wait to find out. And what's more, Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is making a comeback, playing a significant role in the series. I can't personally wait to see how Kingpin's presence influences Maya's journey and adds an extra layer of intensity to the show. All episodes of Echo series will drop in January 2024. Now, jumping into other exciting news, The Marvels, which is the second movie in the Captain Marvel series, signifies one of the most major crossover events in the MCU timeline, at least in recent history, which raises the question of exactly how big this movie will be. While the official PG-13 rating of The Marvels may not have been all that surprising, the runtime of the film definitely is. The AMC Theaters website has the Marvel's runtime clocking at 1 hour 45 minutes. For reference, the first Captain Marvel ran for 2 hours 3 minutes. This marks the shortest of the MCU's 32 movies to date, a record which was previously shared by Incredible Hulk and Thor: The Dark World at 1 hour 53 minutes. The Marvels will undercut this runtime by a decent margin of 8 minutes. This means the Marvels will now hold the MCU's record for the shortest movie on the opposite end of the scale from Avengers Endgame, which holds the record as the longest. There have been a few small controversies deliberated by fans, from the revelation of Carol Danvers' age to Carol's face looking slightly different in promotional images for the film. However, Da Costa, who is the director, has expressed the movie has been receiving positive feedbacks ahead of its debut. The Marvel Marvel's runtime comes as somewhat of a surprise, seeing as the movie juggles the story of 3 major Marvel heroes. An extended runtime was almost to be expected, but it isn't to say that the Marvel's 105 minutes wouldn't be any less action-packed. And the movie certainly seems to have packed a lot into its brief adventure, with the reported budget of the Marvels coming in at $274.8 million. However, this shorter length may allow for additional sessions of the movie to be played at theaters, which may help it recoup some of its budget at the box office. The Marvels opens up in theaters on November 10, 2023. In other news, a lot of rumors have pointed towards Deadpool 3 acting as a send-off to Fox's Marvel Universe before the MCU introduces its own versions of those iconic characters, meaning that there is in fact a chance that we don't have to wait till 2027 to get a taste of the mutant saga. And Jennifer Garner's return all but confirms these rumors and plans for Deadpool 3 to act as Spider-Man No Way Home for the Fox universe. This gives Marvel the opportunity to bring back iconic or underused characters from Fox's past and allow them one last appearance where they can play comic-accurate versions of their respective characters. It's an exciting idea that Deadpool 3 is taking on something fans are losing their minds over. Seeing these versions of Fox's characters one last time is something fans never expected and will lead to magic on the big screen if handled right. From Halle Berry spotted in Storm's iconic white hair again, to Ben Affleck spotted on set teasing his return as Daredevil, there is an endless world of possibilities that could come out of this, regardless of what happened. Fans are eagerly awaiting Deadpool's MCU debut and seeing Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine for the final time. And last but not the least, we are going to be talking about the highly anticipated Doctor Strange 3. There is no doubt that we are all itching to see what Doctor Strange 3 has in store for all of us, especially after seeing Doctor Strange casually strolling through New York City only for a third eye to appear on his forehead just like his evil variant. So fans have been wondering how he will factor into the upcoming Avengers Secret Wars. We already know he is set to play a major role alongside Earth's mightiest heroes as they face off against threats from other dimensions. This is all part of the multiverse saga, which is building up to be the ultimate culmination of all things multiverse related in the MCU. We are talking about the biggest threats ever faced by our favorite heroes. Now, while Kang the Conqueror takes center stage as the big baddie in the second saga, we can't overlook the potentially massive impact of Doctor Strange's fate in Doctor Strange 3. His actions in the movie might just have a ripple effect on both Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Moreover, Doctor Strange is the only one who has actually traveled through the multiverse, and he is on a mission to stop an incursion. In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we saw him joining forces with Clea to face this imminent threat head-on. And guess what? This sets the stage perfectly for Doctor Strange 3, which is said to be based on the Time Runs Out comic book storyline, according to the comic circus. So, brace yourself for a civil war among the Avengers and an even greater danger lurking in the shadows. Director Sam Raimi did promise us a much darker side to Doctor Strange. Anyways, with Doctor Strange's ongoing journey through the multiverse and his crucial role in Avengers Secret Wars, the fate of the entire MCU hangs in the balance. We can't wait to see how his actions in Doctor Strange 3 will shape the outcome of both Avengers Kang Dynasty and the epic multiversal war in Avengers Secret Wars. And if the reports are accurate, Doctor Strange 3 will be released before Secret Wars, and there's a whole slate of Phase 6 where the film could fit in. It would have been a challenging milestone to achieve, but now that Secret Wars is pushed back to 2027, Marvel Studios has plenty of time to figure out the film's place in the MCU timeline.
So what are your thoughts, guys? Are you guys excited about all this news?
Please don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below, subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on any subsequent videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.